Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. How are you doing? How is everyone doing? Let me just confirm my audio quickly before I start the show. I always like confirming my audio because I need to be sure that my audio is good so that if it's not, let me just, get, let me sort myself out before I go far. And then I found out that the audio is bad. So basically, just give me a few minutes. Let me just sort out. Let me confirm my audio. I have to. I'm not professional at all this yet. I'm getting used to it. In time, I believe I will get better at it. But basically, let me just confirm that um, the audio is good. Yeah. So I just need to be sure that my audio is good. Now, let me say, I can see my audio is good. Let me just try to see if it's working because I've actually sorted out this and I can now do this. Okay, guys. So, big up, everybody. Welcome to the show. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and do all stuff like everything that's needed to be done on this video. So, actually, today in this video, um, mm, a topic the we have been should Arsenal still be expecting more signing? Like Arsenal, should we be expecting more signing? That is the question. I want to actually know if we should be expecting signings. And this particular question is very, very big for us to answer. We need to actually answer this question. If we have to know, we have to answer this question. And answer this question in the sense that yes, we have signed Bruno G. Yes, a lot is going on in the matter, but is that all we need to do? Is that what we need to, to start the season? That's what I want to know. Now, guys, don't forget to get in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And I'll just look at it through a lot of lens. And I want us to look at it together. Big up everybody that's watching. Smash the like if you're not subscribed. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think in the comment section. So basically, we have signed Bruno G, right? So the first thing we are going to be doing is, do we actually have a particular side we have to strengthen? That's what I want to ask. Do we have a particular position? You watching me right now, do you think there's a position that needs to strengthen? If there's a position, where exactly do you think we need to strengthen? Now, I was looking at the squad, right? We've got in Zolis, right? We've got in Zolis, we've got in Bruno G to have the midfield. I looked at our midfield, my brother. Our midfield is like ridiculous. That midfield is ridiculous. I'm not going to lie to you. This show is not going to be long. 30 minutes, we are out of here. But the I just want us to just genuinely discuss as a fellow gunner to gunner to gunner. On Friday we'll be doing a deep in-depth talking to this, but basically this is just one-on-one with me. Let me hear your opinion. Do you actually think, where do you think we need to strengthen? Now, personally for me, I want to make a controversial opinion. And before I make the controversial opinion, I would like to get to know what you think. Guys, don't forget, I told you, I said, even though this is a controversial opinion, but it's just coming from me personally. This is my own opinion. I'm not saying this is for all Arsenal fans. I think one way or the other, if we are not able to get whatever signing Arsenal needs to do right now, needs to be a signing that is affecting the team, that is lifting the team to the next level. And I looked at the squad, right? I looked at the way the squad is stacked at the moment. And I feel like if we are not bringing in like a Vinicius, Kvaratskhelia, and who else? Somebody that is actually influential that can change things. I don't think there's anything we need to actually change in that team, basically. As like I said, it is controversial. This is just me. I feel we need to bring in level of like someone that can raise the standard. And that kind of person that can raise that standard is definitely not, I'm sorry, it's definitely not Bakula. If we go with Bakula, I'm not saying he's a bad player, but Bakula is not just it for me. He's not that ceiling raiser like what I am expecting, basically. So I don't know what you think. If you think he is, let me know what you think in the comment section because basically I personally do not think he is the guy for the job. I don't think he is the guy that can do it. Yes, he's a very good player, but we need more. We need players that can actually, move things and move needles now. Now, the question is, we know that we have a lot of, players that can, actually get into that would want to that we have the left wing is not is not a wing that we have abundance of talent whereby we can say, oh, yeah, we have this, we have that. But the kind of prices that are being quoted for all these players right now, the kind of prices that is being quoted for such these players and what the people are expecting people to pay for those players, I'm thinking, I'm, is it worth it? For example, Vladi Bakula, they are expecting us to pay something like around in and around one and something million, right? For Vladi Bakula. Ask yourself the question: Does does do- is there does anybody see crime or any don't does it, is it that people don't see a crime in signing player for big money and then putting a lot of pressure on these players? Nothing you can do about it. Me personally, for me. Am I still right? Anyway, back to what I'm saying. Like I said, I don't know. I think my network just took off the other time. I don't know. I'm going to confirm that anyway. But whatever you choose to sell your player, that is the exact amount that you're going to sell that player. If you value your player at 100 million pounds, even if the player is not that good, even if it's not your decision to tell me that the player is not good or the player is good. Whatever amount I want to sell is the amount I will sell. So if PSG values Bakula at 100 and something million pounds, it is now left for us to buy if we want or don't buy or walk away. But me, I just feel the kind of amount that is being quoted for players right now at the moment in the current market does not actually make sense. And the question is it? And do you know one thing? One hypocrisy that I see in Arsenal fan is that they will be the first to tell him, sign this player, sign that player, do this, do that. At the end, when the player flops, they will say, oh no, he bought this, he spent this amount, he did this amount. The truth of the matter is that if a player is not worth the price, if a player is not in the range of what is supposed to be valued, then there's no point in going above as in hold on a minute. If we go ahead above the 100 million mark to get Aquila, what happens to adding just a little bit more and getting Kvaratskhelia? Who even if a go Vinicius Junior, we are talking about around 151 whatever, and then you are signing a Bakula. Look at the difference. Vinny Junior. Look at the height. Look at the level of Vinny Junior. And then look at what we are talking about when it comes to Bakola. No disrespect to Bakola, but me, I'm in no way, shape, or form going to be of that particular opinion that we need to actually, break the bank to get things done. If we don't get the opportunity, if there is because any player that we are getting up, that we are getting in right now, should be a player that will be able to improve us to the next level. And for me, I don't think Bakula is the solution. I think we need more. I think we just need more. Even Yildiz is untested. I would only take Yildiz if Yildiz is not going for an exorbitant price, if there could be a reasonable price. No, no, but that's just the way I see it. If I will take Yildiz, I'm expecting the price to be like, in the reasonable, on the reasonable side. It's just 21 and it's the quarter in the draw for Juventus. Maybe, yeah. Then moving on from that, you talk about, what should be Ateta's plan for this squad, and how can we still push for the big signing before the end of the transfer window? Now, this is my question about this big signing or no big signing. Me, I know that the season starts in about a week, and then subsequently, if you look at it the way it is, you believe that there will still be an extra week. Who exactly? The player determines if he's what the player has to just watch it. That's my own overall. I just think the player has to watch it. The player has to be he has to be watching it for us to get that kind of a player, for us to spend that amount of money. I believe that player should be worth it. But if you think maybe there is someone out there that Arsenal should get, let me know in the comment section. Pick up yourself, smash like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And to all of you that are on the chat right now, this is for you. Thank you so much for joining, for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Now, quickly before we go, there's something that I actually want to talk about because I said this video is not going to be long, and that is the case of I want to talk about. And some things crack me up when it comes to the transfer market. Now we are talking about transfer market, and people are quoting number of players, amount of money for players that okay, they want this for their player, they want that for their players, they want so amount of money for their own players to be sold. Bakula is talking about over 100 million. I was told this today, I was reading today that Martinelli is being priced for 45 million pounds. You have to be kidding me. Yes, it's funny because I don't understand how why you will be why it has to be you have to be joking. You have to be joking if you are bringing in. In fact, I believe that they should block Galatasaray's number for that particular for that amount is nauseating. That amount is definitely nauseating. How would you look at a Premier League winner, a Premier League proven player, a player that has been in the Premier that just won the Premier League, and you are offering 45 million, 45 million for crying out loud. And I can see some Arsenal fans, saying that another thing that okay, sell him now. We need him. We need him. Sell him and do. Okay, imagine we sell Martinelli for 40 something million pounds, and then we take it money. We add money out there. Then we go and give that money, and then go and sign Pedro Neto. Chelsea is valuing Neto. Chelsea is valuing Neto at some of like 70 million pounds. And that's nice. See, if we are not getting 60 million minimum for Martinelli, then we should stay there. Bro, you should stay there. If we are not getting 60 million for Martinelli, he should stay there. Haba, we can't be so terrible at this. We can't be this terrible at selling players. We should get better at selling players. What's going on? Why? In fact, let me even see if I can bring up the. Let me see if I can bring up um, the news. Okay. And when I saw it, it was just irritating. Like it was annoying for me. I think I need to put that up. Let me just get that up on the screen. Mind me, trying to get used to this. How I have it up now. Let me just bring it on. Windows. Okay. Now, exactly to me. How? How? How is this possible? Like, let's be honest. Like, sincerely speaking, how how is this a thing? How is this possible? Let's be on. Let's be realistic now. How would you be selling a Premier League winner, a Premier League winner, a Premier League winner for 45? When we say we want price this player now, somebody will come and tell me that they said Arsenal have rejected it, but it's not even 45 million. See what I'm even saying? It's not even 45 million pounds. It's 45 million euros, meaning it's even than pounds. Galatasaray, they said Arsenal have turned down 45 million euro offer for Galatasaray for Gabriel Martinelli. Why Galatasaray are intending uh, on adding Martinelli to their squad? The player is not pushing to leave Arsenal. If he is to depart, his expectation would be to move to one of the European strongest league. I don't even care where he wants to go or whether he is not. Whether he doesn't want for Martinelli, don't tell me that we cannot discuss. If you are not bringing 60 million, I'm not negotiating. No 60 million, I'm not even negotiating. Now, the next news also I want to talk about Miles Kelly, and then I want to talk about Miles Kelly and it's the one. Now, I also saw another rumor, another news, another story breaking that Arsenal offered to Chelsea and Manchester United. The offer, and I will still talk about it in the one. But let me start with Miles Kelly. Now, Miles Kelly, personally, explain to me in a way that is very very easy for a primary school child why a Martinelli will want to leave Arsenal at the moment. He just won the league, won. He played in the final of the UEFA Champions League, and he actually played games. So explain to me, like a little child, why this boy will want to leave. He's probably 19. If you are 19 and you are playing in the Champions League final, what else could you be asking for? what else could you be asking for? So what are we talking about here? We have to just understand that some of the rumors are funny, and no disrespect to every of the journalists who have brought these stories, but basically I just felt it didn't make sense. And then the ridiculous price again. Like I used to say, I'm more concerned about this ridiculous price that is being offered for Arsenal players. Now only us. Why would you be offering this kind of a cheap chicken change for the player of this quality, a player that played in the Champions League final, and you are offering him away like it's like say it's a piece of rubbish. No, that thing is not happening. Now, let me quickly speak on 18 Nwaneri, basically, because 18 Nwaneri is a player that I love and I actually want him to succeed at Arsenal. But the problem I have with 18 Nwaneri is that the midfield is stuck right now and he needs huge confidence to break into that team. Because in the midfield of Martin Odegaard, Zubimendi, um, because he wants to play in the midfield. He doesn't want to play on the wing. If he wants to play on the wing, I would have said, okay, yeah, we'll battle it out. But even on the wings, even on the left, right wing like that, he would have loved to play on the right wing. He still has to battle with Saka. He has to battle with Noni Madueke, who I don't even think is as good as him. He has to battle with Madueke. He has to battle with Max Dowman. And Max Dowman constant playing has took him to a point that he's now very, very useful in the squad. He feels like he's very, very useful in the squad. He's part of the squad right now. And we do know that it is important for that is as important as anything. I don't even think man going on the loan. So I'm seeing it very, very difficult. I would not mind Arsenal selling, even though I don't want it. I feel like he could still do a job ahead of Madueke in that. Who am I? Who am I to say that? Who am I to get involved? Who am I to mention that? I don't know what you think, but what do you think? I think the best thing for Madueke for eating one away is to just is to put the SS down. If you actually want to stay and fight for his share, it's not going to be easy. Miles is 19. You are even 18. You are younger. You need to learning and trying to claim your spot in, because the team is quickly growing, and just do your best to make sure you meet up with Ateta's standard for the for the team, and then you are good to go. Now, speaking on this news that they are also on again, I saw this one that I would actually like to do. Another person I actually want is Gabriel Jesus, and speaking of Gabriel Jesus, right? We um we I think it's time to go. I think it's time to go. I just think it's time. I think it's time to go. Now, basically, that's just the thing I think I need to just say about this. I won't want to talk too much about Gabriel Jesus, because to me, I just feel he has to go. He really, really has to go, and he has to go. Anyway, I want to talk about our manager. I want to talk about our manager, Mikel Arteta. It's very, very important that we talk about him before we leave. I did a show. I did a show recently. I had panelists on the show, and I had panelists on the show, and they were talking about Mikel Arteta, what he needs to do to actually be tagged or regarded as world class and the rest of them. I actually sat down and looked at it, and I asked myself the question: what does he need to do to be called the world class manager? Somebody said he needs to, and somebody mentioned a statement. I think it's Dio. Dio said he needs to keep doing, the winning thing consistent. It comes to him cementing his, place as as a a manager, as a like as a world mover. I don't know if you understand. He needs to basically win again, win a couple of times. It is important he does so, because if he doesn't do so, if he doesn't do so, then people will see him as one time player. One of the challenge I have with the current Chelsea manager in person of what's his name, Xabi Alonso, is when did his thing at when Xabi Alonso did his thing at Leverkusen. I was actually on his neck. I was saying, oh, that he did this, he did that, and I was like, I still think he is a. I think he was a fluke. People think I'm having. I was actually eating on him. I wasn't actually eating on him. It's just the fact. It's just the way I see it. I see him as until he does it consistently. I feel like there is no proof that he's such a good manager like everybody said. And people came for my neck. People told me I'm this, I'm disrespecting him, I did this, I did that. And I made it clear. I said, until he replicates the win, people call him world class. People even call him all sort of name that he's, that he has gotten there, like he has arrived. But I said it and I repeated it. I said I'm not convinced with it. And not because of anything. It's just because I feel like he still needs to do more. And the same yardstick is what I'm measuring Mikel Arteta with. I'm measuring Mr. Mikel Arteta with it. I believe that Mikel Arteta will need to win more. He needs to win to be a serial winner. He cannot. He has to win again and again and again for him to be a serial winner. For you to call him the winner that he is, you can't just. You can't just you know say, oh no, is this, is that. No, he, you have to like win at all. You have to win consistently to be called a serial winner, and that is it. So that is that for that. And finally, I'd like to talk about Salmon. I've seen the big hype on around this boy. I want everybody to just pipe down a little bit and let this boy develop. He's a very good player, but I think we are going too far. I think we are doing too much. We are trying to put much pressure on this boy because sooner or later he begins to, he begins to get to his head. He begins to be like, oh yes, I need this. And no bad thing about it. He will probably need to, get better and develop and continue to, develop himself even as a player and the rest. But one thing I think you need to understand is the fact that you as a player, as a young player, you need to wait for your time. But the hype that we are giving him, we're making, they started calling him the Saliba regent, the Kinekon. You cannot just start giving these players name that doesn't belong to them. Do you know why? Because these players are not. They have to be themselves. And wait till they say we need them to grow. This boy is just 16. So let's not give him the hype. Let him continue to play his ball. Let him begin to get better at what he does. And big up to Ateta for the job that and every of the team in the Premier League that in the helping Arsenal, especially every of the team, every of the team in charge of the ALN Academy because they've been producing a lot, a lot of stars and quality out there. So that's just there for me, and that will be issue. But overall, like I would like to know in the comment section, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think we should still be Arsenal? I personally don't think we are. I'm not expecting a marquee signing anymore because right now I believe that anybody that we need to sign needs to take us to the next level, and I don't think there is anybody in the current market that takes us to the next level. And that is just me. No disrespect to anybody. I know it is my opinion, and that is why I want to get yours. So get in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Are you still expecting a signing? If you're expecting a signing, let me know where you think the signing should be. Defense, attack, midfield. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Big up everybody for watching. Don't forget to join the show tomorrow. The show is going to be live tomorrow, 11 p.m. tomorrow by for the Arsenal gist. And basically, we're going to be looking deep into it. Then we're going to be talking about the community sheet proper. And then we have the panel there. But pick up everybody for watching the video today. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will see you on the next one. Peace, and I'm out.